Fredo Bang was arrested in Florida. Some press outlets are reporting that he was arrested for a shooting involving NBA YoungBoy. That's false. Fredo Bang was arrested for a parole violation. The cops were at a residence owned by Fredo Bang, and the cops were there executing a warrant that they had for another rapper, a guy by the name of Yoshi.
It's your boy Doughboy TV, back in this thing with some more topics on the floor, man. And if you want to be a part of Doughboy TV gang, all you got to do is put it down in the comments, man. Y'all make sure y'all go follow me on all my social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We got the Doughboy TV gang and notification squad, man. What's going on? We back again, and we got to talk about Fredo Bang and Yoshi. Very unfortunate. And when I'm talking about very unfortunate, I mean especially for Fredo Bang. This was a very, very, very unfortunate situation that presented itself. Now, if people don't know this man was supposed to be performing for the first time, by the way, that he done worked his butt off and absolutely deserves. You get what I'm saying? Like, this man, if he ain't the meaning or the picture of consistency when it comes to this music or just being an artist in general, like Fredo Bang been dropping features, got all the hot rappers, things of that nature, and his hard work finally paid off, and he was invited to, Rolling Loud, even though my man still I feel like he should have made XXL a couple years ago, but he made it to Rolling Loud, man. And it was unfortunate because they end up raiding this man's house to pick up Yoshi. And you know what's crazy about that situation? Now, somebody gonna really, and when I say really, somebody get in the comments, man, and explain this to me. Now, I am never gonna understand the reason why they raided Fredo Bang house to recover Yoshi when this man was on ankle monitor. So, like, understand this, he was on GPS ankle monitor, meaning they knew where his location was, knew where he was at. And if that is not enough, the man was willingly turned himself in to go to jail. So I don't see why y'all feel like y'all had to use force when I feel like Yoshi would have turned himself in. And, that kind of was the situation where I feel like they was just trying to gather more and more evidence on Fredo Bang, because it kind of affected Fredo Bang more than Yoshi. Like, people don't understand. They might be looking at this like this is a huge, loss or a big thing for Yoshi, but he already been dealing with the situation. It's really not nothing new in the court case. He been fighting 2 attempted murders, man. And the rat done came out, and they trying to get him for 7. But at the end of the day, they only got 2 really that they really going. Now, these other ones is all really alleged. Now, they are accusing him of all of them, of course, because you got to understand something. If you ain't never been in this system or been through the system, man, when you going in the courtroom fighting them people, you got to look your best. You got to present your best look, dress, everything. Because at the end of the day, this dude with the gavel got your life in his hands. He can determine how many, you get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if you know you innocent, if you know you guilty, no matter what, you got to go in there and look the best and present yourself, looking good so that you can, potentially get up out of there. But I kind of keep going around seeing these videos where bloggers keep disrespecting, and I'm really going to say disrespecting, because they accusing this man, Yoshi, of being the reason why Fredo Bang is locked up. And people got to understand. Okay, now I'm gonna break it down. People gotta understand that Fredo Bang was on parole before Yoshi even got this case going on. So therefore, he knew what he signed up for. Now, what people don't need to know and need to go read the story is Fredo Bang really not even in trouble. You get what I'm saying? Now, he did go to jail, and they arrested him for basically having guns in his house, but them guns was registered to his security. You get what I'm saying? And what people gotta understand is when you're a person on parole or probation, and you can't, or a felon that can't have guns, and you a huge target because you're a person who move around city to city. You feel me? This is where it go back to the situation where I always telling people, man, when it come to trapping or rapping, number one, hands down, I'm picking rapping the most. Why? Because your local trapper don't gotta worry about people knowing him and he not knowing them, because it's a hand-to-hand, face-to-face kind of situation. But when you're a rapper, you got to move around cities, go perform in other people's cities where they got, pool, and they know people, and they know maybe some police officers or the security guards at the club that they can get snuck in with this and snuck in with that, and, determine somebody basically getting their life in jeopardy. Because at the end of the day, man, when stuff like that happens, you're going to have to defend yourself. And at the end of the day, no matter if you a felon, you're not a felon, you get what I'm saying? Y'all all got one life. If you're a felon, you got one life. If you're not a felon, you got one life. So at the end of the day, you're going to have to protect that life like it's all you got. Because at the end of the day, that's all you got. But I need people to stop blaming Lil Yoshi for Fredo Bang. Because Fredo Bang, he got lawyer money. Just like he dropped that lawyer. Because if he really didn't want Lil Yoshi around him, because people don't know this either. Lil Yoshi been living with Fredo this whole time for his parole. Or probation or whatever. His fighting his case while he's on bond. The man is on almost a $2 million bond. And you think he gonna jeopardize that like at the end of the day? And that's why Fredo keeping him close. Because he done dropped his bag on this man. This is his artist. This is one of his artists. Like at the end of the day, it's his artist, his brother, his homie, his friend. So at the end of the day, you're gonna do a little more for him than other people. And at the end of the day, Yoshi was gonna have to go in anyway. So I need people to stop saying that now. Fredo Bang, his situation was very inconvenient because he was supposed to be on that stage rocking, especially when you had Bobby Shmurda. I ain't gonna talk about his dance that he was doing. Everybody was roasting him online, but you know he could have been up there with Bobby Shmurda. You know Bobby Shmurda did do his new song. Maybe he was gonna perform with Fredo Bang because everybody seen him in the studio and perform their new song. You get what I'm saying? It's just a lot of things that have been put in place that Fredo been grinding for, and it's time for him to start getting his due. And this time was very inconvenient, and they trying to really watch this man along with these NBA cats snitching. And if y'all been rocking with the channel like y'all say y'all have, man, y'all already know I've been on these videos. I got the videos. I've been talking about this. I said this stuff 6, 7 months ago, 9 months ago, 10 months ago. NBA Meechy baby was a rat. For the simple fact that when the man explained his story, he said, they shot at me, bro. They shot at me, bro. And I stayed on the scene. I ain't never knew a nigga in my life to get shot at and stay there. But, hey, that's just me. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the whole situation. Don't forget to answer my question. We shooting for 50 likes, man, or over, man. It's your boy, Doughboy TV. And if you rockin' with me, you already know what to do. Nah, kick rocks. I'm out.